Hello, good morning students. How are you all? I hope all of you are good and you have enjoyed your holidays. Okay, so welcome back to the class. Once again, we will start our online classes and we have done our first 4 chapters. And today we will start our 5th chapter and that is data handling. Clear? So beta first we will start our chapter data handling. So first starting of data handling we have to complete. We will know about the data, what is data, what are the graphs like that. Okay. After that we will start our exercise. So in the data handling, first of all beta I am giving some introduction. In your daily life, okay, in your daily life you are getting some information daily. Okay, in your day-to-day life you are collecting, you are giving, you are getting the information. For example, marks scored by any student, okay, runs made by any batsman, number of wickets taken by the bowler, okay, like that some information you are collected in your day-to-day life. Okay, so first part of what is data. Okay, first of all, what is data? You have to know about in data handling what is data. So data means information. Okay, you are collecting some information. Okay, so this information collected in all such cases like that, number of wickets taken by a bowler, runs made by the batsman, marks scored by the students. So all these collected information is called the data. Okay, so what is data? You can say information collected in all such cases. Here in all these cases you will get some information, you will collect the data, number of wickets taken by the bowler. So you will write the name of the bowler and you will collect the number of wickets, and this batsman taken these number of wickets like that. Okay, for example, runs made by the batsman. So like that you will make a collect of data. Okay, you will collect the data like that. For example, you will make a list of batsmen and you will write number made by the batsman. Sorry, not number, runs. Okay, runs made by the batsman. Like that, marks scored by the student. So here also you are collecting some information. Okay, you are collecting some information, number of marks getting by the students. Okay, so you will make the list of the number of students, and after that how many students are getting, and this one student is getting this one mark, like that. Okay, so you will get the information, you will collect the data. So what is the data? Data is simple information collected in all such cases. Okay, information collected in such all cases is called the data. So what is data? Data is the collected information, okay, by the some cases. For example, these cases, number of wickets taken by bowler, number runs made by the batsman, marks scored by the students. Okay, so this is data. After that, data is represented graphically to give clear idea of what it represents. Now we will represent the data by using the graphically. Okay, by the graph you can represent the data. Okay, so you can represent the data graphically to give the clear idea of what it represents. Okay, आप किसी भी नंबर, किसी भी इंफॉर्मेशन का clear picture देने के लिए what can you do? You will do the graphically. Okay, you will represent the data graphically. So you can represent the data graphically also. Okay, and types of graph I will tell you how many types you can represent your data graphically. So first one, types of graph, I am telling you pictograph. Okay, first one is pictograph, second one is bar graph, and third one is double bar graph. So in the pictograph, beta, what is pictograph? So data using symbols. Okay, here you will collect the information, you will write the data by using the symbols in your pictograph. In the bar graph, you will make the graph, you will make the uniform graph by the uniform width. Okay, I will tell you these all the graphs, I will tell you one by one. Okay, so first of all I am telling you in data handling, first of all you have to know about the data. What is the data? So in your day-to-day life you are collecting some information, like that, runs scored by any batsman, for example, number of marks obtained by any student. Okay, like that. So some information in your day-to-day life you are collecting, and these collected information is called the data. Okay, these collecting information is called the data, and data you can represent it graphically. You can represent your data by the clear picture of the you can represent. Okay, by the giving the clear idea of what you are representing. Clear? So graphically how will you represent? So by many ways you can represent the graphically the data. For example, first one by pictograph also you can represent your data, by bar graph, by double bar graph. Okay, so first of all I will tell you the types of graph one by one. Clear? So first we will start the bar graph beta. Okay, sorry, pictograph. First we will start pictograph. So what is pictograph? So what is pictograph? So pictograph, what is pictograph? Pictograph is the clear picture. Okay, pictograph means you will represent your graph by using any symbol. Okay, by using any symbol. So first one you will start from pictograph. So what is pictograph? Data represented by any symbol. Okay, data represented by any symbol. For example, I am representing any data. For example, this triangle is represented by 100 cars. Okay, after that 100 cars. So you can write one triangle representing 100 cars. Okay, one triangle is represented by 100 cars. So I am making here, for example, I am making some data: July, August, September. 3 months are given. Okay, these are the months. After that I am writing here pictograph I am making. So in July, 1 2 3 4, like that. 1 2 3 1 2. Okay, so total you can write here total number. Okay, so total numbers you can write. So in July, how many cars are there, beta? So you can represent one triangle you are representing by 100 car. It means 100 plus 100, 200, 200 plus 100, 300, and half of triangle. It means it will be 50 cars. Okay, half will represent half triangle. Okay, half triangle represent by 50 cars. Clear? So this is 50. So 100, 200, 300, 50. So total cars will be 350, 100, 200, 300. Total will be 300, 100 and 200. Okay, so 100 and 100, it will be 200. So in month of July, how many cars you can produce? So you can say it will be 250. In August, 300. In September, there will be 200. Okay, so like that you can represent any data by the pictograph, with the help of pictograph. And here you can write the questions: how many cars were produced in month of July, and questions will be like that. Okay, if it is not visible, I am making here, and it is 200 beta. Okay, in month of September it is 200. After that they can ask the question. First question: how many cars can produced in month of July? Okay, how many cars can produce in month of July, like that. Okay, so in month of July, how many cars can produce? So 100, 200, 300 and 50. So total will be 350. Like that they can give the question. For example, in which month were maximum number of car produced? Okay, second question: in which month maximum car produced? In which month maximum cars can produced? Okay, so in which month maximum car can produced? So you can say, beta, in July 350. Here you can you can see the data: 350, 300, 200. So what is the maximum? This one. So in which month? So July. Okay, so in July month maximum car will be produced. Okay, so this is the pictograph. So you can represent your data by using the pictograph. So first one is pictograph. So what is the pictograph, beta? Pictograph means you are representing your data by using any symbol. Okay, so here you are representing one symbol you are taking here. This is triangle, and triangle is representing by 100 cars. Okay, so one triangle is representing 100 cars. So half triangle will be 50 cars. After that I am making a data and table. So in month of July, August and September, 3 months are given, and pictograph is given like that: 3 complete triangle, 1 half. In July, August 3 complete triangle, September 2 2 complete triangle. So total number of cars will be in July: 3 complete means 300 plus 1 half, so it will be 350. In August, 3 complete, so it will be 300. September 2 complete, so it will be 200. After that they can give the question like that: how many cars can produced in month of July? So in month of July you can see 350 cars. And in which month maximum car can be produced? Second question, is it not visible? I am telling you in which month maximum car can be produced. So you can see what is the maximum number of data here, 350. So you can say in month of July the maximum car will be produced. Is it clear? So first one, this is pictograph. So pictograph you will represent by using any symbol. So here I am taking any symbol. Here it can be any symbol, betas. Okay, I am taking here the symbol of triangle. Okay, so one complete triangle is representing by 100 cards. So half triangle will be equal to 50 cards. Clear? So this is pictograph. So you can represent your graph. First one type of graph is this is pictograph. Okay, first type of graph is called pictograph. Now second one we will start. This is second one. Okay, we are doing the types of graph. So first one we have done pictograph. Now we will start second one. Second we will start types of graph. Here now second. So second is bar graph. So what is the bar graph? Any information using bar of uniform width. Okay, any information giving using bar of uniform width. Okay beta. So bar graph will represent, you will use any information you will represent by using the bar of uniform width. So how will you make the bar graph? So bar graph you will make like that. First one you will take two lines. Okay, so this one you can say horizontal line, and this one is vertical line. Okay, first you will draw the line, two lines, horizontal line and vertical line. After that you will make the bar. Okay, so bar will be like that. Okay, it will be like that. Okay, so this is pictograph. Sorry, this is bar graph. Okay, sorry, this is bar graph. Okay, so bar graph means any information used using bar of uniform width. So these are the bars. Okay, these are the bars, and bars of uniform width means the difference between the bars. Okay, like that. This one difference, this one, and this one, and this one. So difference will be same or equal. Okay, these bar graphs, these bars you will make a same difference. Okay, simple same difference. The difference between the bar will be uniform, or you can say same. Okay, so you will make a same difference by when you are drawing the bars. Clear? So this is bar graph. And bar graph also can give any information. For example, I am writing here some academic years and some data. Okay, number of students in class 8. Okay, I am writing here. For example, I am starting from here 0, 50, 100, 200, 50, 100 to 150, 200, 250, 300. Okay, and this one is height. So you can write here number of students. These are number of students in class 8. Number of students in class 8. And this one is years, academic years. So this one you can write 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, and 9, 10. Like that you can write the academic year also. Okay, academic year. So this is, this one is horizontal line, this one is vertical line. So in vertical lines also height will be also in the same uniform width. Okay, height will be also in same length. For example, what is the difference? So difference between that will be same. So for example 0 and 50, what is the difference? 50. 50 and 100 difference is 50. 100 and 150 difference is 50. So these, okay, in these data in vertical line also data difference will be equal. Okay, difference of the data should be equal. And in this also you can give the information. For example, first question you can say what is the information gives by the bar graph, in which year the increase the number of students maximum student in which year, and from here you can collect the information. First question, in which year the number of students are maximum. Second question you can say in which year the number of students are minimum. So by so in bar graph also you can collect some information. So here two questions are given. First one, in which year the number of students are maximum. So you can see what is the highest bar. So highest bar you can see better this one and this one. So which one is highest? So I think this one is highest. Okay, so you can make like that also. Okay, you can do so highest. Clear? Like that. So which one is the highest bar? So this one. So you can say this one is highest because this is going to 300. Okay, so in all these bars, okay, of uniform widths, which one is highest? So this one. So you can say in which year the number of students are maximum. So this one is year, academic year. So in which year? So you can say 2009 and 10. Okay, so 9, 10. In the year 9, 10 the students were maximum, and in which year the students were minimum? So minimum students were this one in this bar. Okay, so this one is 7 and 8 year. Okay, in 2007 and 8 students were minimum, and in the year 2009 and 10 the students were maximum. So this is bar graph. Is it clear? So bar graph means you will make the bar by using the uniform width. Okay, but making the bars of uniform width and their height being proportional to the respective values. Height should be proportional. Okay, and difference of the height should be equal. 0 to 50, 100, 150. So here you can say difference of all the data is equal to 50. Okay, so this is the bar graph. After that, double bar graph. Next graph. So next one is double bar graph. Next one is double bar graph. Third type of graph. So you can say third type of graph is double bar graph. So double bar graph also you will using two data simultaneously. Using two data. Okay, when you are using the double bar graph means you are using two information one time. Okay, you are collecting two information at a time and using two data. Okay, you can say two data simultaneously, and it is the it will use for comparison of the data. Double bar graph mainly we are using the comparison of data. Okay beta, double bar graph when we are comparing two data. Okay, so here in double bar graph we are using two data simultaneously. एक साथ दो डेटा को यूज कर रहे हो तो आप क्या कौन सा ग्राफ बनाओगे? डबल बार ग्राफ. और जब दो डेटा को एक साथ यूज करोगे it means you will use the some comparison between the data. Okay, so this one will be double bar graph. So how will you make the double bar graph? For example, this one is representing the year. For example, I am saying here 2005-6. Okay, this one I am representing the academic year 5-6, and this one is represented by 6-7. Clear? So after that you will make the bar graph, double bar graph. So it will be same like that, the bar graph. Okay, but here you will use two data at one time. Okay, so this is horizontal line, vertical line. Clear? Now 2005-6. For example, in 2005-6 we are using this one bar, and for 6-7 you are using this one. Two information, two data you are using at one time, or you can say simultaneously. So both the graphs you will make simultaneously. Clear? After that, next one you can write like that. And the difference between them should be equal or same. This one is second one. Like that. Okay, so this is double bar graph. When you are using two information at a time, math, science, maths, English, Hindi. Okay, maths, Hindi, English. Maths, Hindi, English. Here you will write the subjects, and here number of students. So here you will start by the uniform width. Okay, uniform height you will take. So difference will be equal 0. For example, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Here I am taking from my side, but it will be given by in the question beta. Okay, so here you can say here number of students, here subjects. It means how many students are taking this one subject. Okay, maths is taken by how many number of students. Okay, Hindi is taken by how many students. English is taken by how many students. So you can say maths. Okay, in academic year 2005 and 6 is taken by the 40 and 50. What will be the middle number? So it will be 45. So 45. Okay, 45 is taken by the in academic year 2005 and 6. And next one is 50 and 16. Difference will be 55. Okay, middle value to 55. So in academic year 2006 and 7, how many number of students have taken the math? So you can say 55. So 2005 and 6 academic year, how many students were taken the math subjects? 45. And in academic year 2006-7, how many students were taken? So you can say 55. So this is double bar graph. So double bar graph means when you are using two data at one time and you are collecting information, two information one time simultaneously. Okay, so using two data simultaneously, and it will use the comparison between two data. And here questions can be like that: in which subject has the performance improved the most? Okay, and in which subject has the performance deteriorated and means decreased, and in which subject is the performance is maximum or minimum. Okay, like that you can give any information from this graph also. Okay beta, so here you can give any information. For example, you can say in which year, question, in which year students improved most, in which year students have taken maximum number of maths. In which year number of students have taken maximum number, in which year students have taken, in which year maximum number of students taken subject maths. Clear? So like that you can collect the information, because here it is not written the number of marks, it is written number of students. So number of students is written, and in the horizontal line subjects is written. Okay, so you can say you can tell here only in which subject is taken by how many number of students. Okay, so like that some information you can collect from here. So this is double bar graph. In double bar graph means you are collecting two information at one time, and you are making the data, and you are making the double bar graph by using two data. Okay, and it is using mainly double bar graph is using for comparison between two data. For example, here you are comparison in between 2 years. First one is first 1 year is given academic year 2005 and 6, and second year is given 2006 and 7. It means you are comparing here in between 2 years, 5 and 6, first one academic year and second academic year is 6 and 7. So it means here you are comparison between 2 years. Okay, so mainly double bar graph is using for comparison of 2 years. Is it clear, beta? Comparison of 2 data, not 2 years. Okay, it can be anything. So beta, like that we have done 3 types of graph. First one you have to do about you have to know about the data. So data, it means collecting information in your day-to-day life. After that, data it can be represented graphically by giving the clear picture of the information. So you can represent the data by many ways. So types of graphs, first one I have told you, pictograph. So pictograph you will represent only by using the symbol. Second one is bar graph. So bar graph you will make the bar by uniform width. Third one is double bar graph. So double bar graph is using when you are using 2 data simultaneously, means एक साथ. Okay, and it is used mainly for comparison of data. So types of data you have done 3 types. First one pictograph, second one bar graph, and third one is double bar graph. Clear all of you? Okay, so these 3 types of graph we have done. Next topic we will do in our next class. Thank you so much, students.